Hell yeah. What's up, Goonan?
What's going on?
Welcome to the newly revamped video podcast.
It's beautiful.
We have tons of questions from people online today, so we will be answering and shooting the shit about that. But first, I will pay some bills. This
bills.
Yep, this podcast is brought to you by Narragansett Beer. Choo. Shout out. Hi, neighbor. Check out NarragansettBeer.com. We did a collab board with them. Crush It Like Quint deck, which I do not have. I have it somewhere around here, but
you could insert the image into the video.
Yeah,
if
I
you
could
really
cut
wanted
in
to.
if I wanted to. But check out NarragansettBeer.com, and on the site you can go to their store, and we actually have two collab decks with them. Crush It Like Quint deck, and we have the Beer Shark one. Remember the Beer Shark?
And the lovely lady.
Oh, 3. Goonan's right. Yes, we have 3. Yep. You have to be over 21, though, to go to their site, in case you're wondering.
Do you?
Yep. And also, I just wanted to shout out Gansett because they do an awesome market every year. They do it twice a year, actually. It's called the Made on Honor Market, and they always invite us, and it's sick because they get Yelp to bring traffic to the brewery or wherever they host it, and we all just set up our tables and all the vendors, and everyone's a little different. And help get some sales for All I Need, which is epic. So, yeah, check out NarragansettBeer.com. All right. Bills are paid. And if you cop one of the Crush It Like Quint decks, that helps pay the bills. So,
yeah.
All right. You ready to get into it?
Let's do it.
All right.
It's been a while.
It has, right?
Yeah.
Well,
many months.
We almost did it the other weekend, but I didn't have the connector all figured out.
Yeah, technical trouble.
I figured it out, though. Okay. Here we go. Start at the beginning. Addison 11 Hickey says, you ever skate with Jim Greco back in the day, or did he leave the East Coast too soon? You want to take that one? You ever skate with Greco?
Never.
Really?
In fact, I didn't know he was from the East Coast.
Really? I
Connecticut?
think that's what I would guess. Or Jersey. One or the other, right?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I've never skated with Greco.
I wish.
Yeah, that's like a life dream.
Especially back in the day, Greco.
Yeah.
It's probably wild.
When he was in his heyday?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I never skated with Greco, man. Is he from Connecticut? That's a good question.
I don't know.
Let's look it up. Let's see. He's got to have a wiki page, right?
Hope so, yeah.
Let's see. Wiki.org. You can't always trust Wikipedia. It's not always the most reliable. I guess, yeah. Am I on the wrong one, or is this a porn site? Yeah. Oh, fuck. He was born December 25th, 1977.
Christmas baby?
What? Oh, is that Christmas? It is. Wow. Interesting. Wait, so we're 2020, right?
Yeah.
Minus 1977. He's 43. Dude, that's crazy. Makes sense, though. Let's see. Does it have where he's from? Early life. I like that we're going down to Jim Greco. West Haven, Connecticut. Nailed it. He is of Italian descent with roots in Naples. Nah, never skated Greco, but legend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can you think of a part? What's his legendary part? All of them?
I mean, Baker 3 stands out to me, but before that, Zero, right? Part Misled Youth?
Misled Youth. Yeah, it actually has it right here.
Back
Misled
3,
Youth.
Bricktown.
Yep. Damn. So gnarly.
Yeah.
Asian Goddess. What video is that? Greco has appeared in such videos as Zero's Misled Youth, Asian Goddess.
That might not be a skate video.
What could it be, bro?
I don't know.
Greco's got a side job, bro. Little brown chicken brown.
He's a little out there.
He is a little out there, right?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Baker Bootleg.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that?
Yep.
I was talking to some kid the other day, and he didn't even know what I was talking about.
And then Baker 2G.
Yep. Baker 2G, Baker 3, and Baker has a Death Wish in the Death Wish video. Yeah.
Wow.
How do you feel about his new stuff? Did you watch any of the new edits?
Yeah, I liked him.
It's sick, right?
I think he skated to like Nick Cave in one of them. It's a wicked good song.
But they're like the stuff that's not like a full skate park you're talking about? skate park?
It's like, yeah, he was
like
like
a movie.
skating through, through LA, down the sidewalk and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Me too.
Yeah.
Why you back it?
Because it was different. It was like, first of all, I love when like he's 43 and he's still like motivated to put out parts, and you can't keep doing what you did when you were 20. So you got to like adapt and to try to put out something original now with all the content is super difficult. So when you see it, I don't know, it stands out to me.
And he did a great job.
Yeah.
Because he seems like he's always been that dude who has like a big persona and has like an image and how he wants to portray himself. And like, not that it's not like in an authentic way, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an artist, I think they call those. Artists.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
He's a character.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, never skated with him. I've definitely seen him around when I was out in California, though.
Really?
And was like, that's Greco.
Yeah, right.
Oh, my God.
I bet he's intimidating. I wouldn't, like, I'd maybe do the nod or something, but...
Not come up and just grab his nuts? How's it going, Jim? You know who's intimidating? And they're both... I wonder how tall Jim Greco is. Anybody out there?
I bet he's little. Check his wiki.
Be. I'm looking at... Does it have, like, ass size? Like, dimensions?
His waist.
They're like 2 testicles.
Inseam.
They don't have...
I bet he's 5'7".
Yeah. You know who's intimidating, too, is Jeff Rowley.
Oh, I bet. He's like 5'5".
He's a wee little lad.
Yeah.
I don't know what that accent was, but he's a wee little lad, bro. he's like English, right?
Yeah. I could see that.
But he's intimidating because you just know all the slams he can take, so he could probably kick your ass.
You ever see that video of him, like, I think he was drunk, he was at a Sodi party, and he was like, tried to fight Phelps?
No.
Oh, man.
Sounds awesome.
It's a funny video on YouTube. And, like,
what would you even put in? Jeff Rowley fights Phelps?
I guess, yeah.
Interesting. Should I try?
Yeah.
We're here. That's awesome. I think I remember hearing about that.
They just, like, pushed and shoved maybe, or, like, it never was an actual fight, but Rowley was just wasted. I think Phelps was wasted. It was just one of those things.
Phelps would have got his ass kicked.
Yeah, you look at Rowley, and he's just, like, he's got that blank stare.
I think I found it. So we got Ardo. We got Phelps holding Ardo back. There's Thebo in the mix with the camera. They're at some sort of premiere. What's going to happen right here? Oh, you see? Oh, it must be a flip thing, right?
Yeah, no, Chris Cole's there.
All right. I see Jeff Rowley. He looks like he's getting kind of annoyed. He's like talking to Chris Cole all aggressive. And Phelps is like just yelling. Oh, he's yelling, fuck you. Oh! Oh! Jeff Rowley just like shoved Phelps into the white backdrop, knocked his glasses off. He's just yelling, fuck you.
Just wasted. One of those things.
Oh, he's being ruthless.
Yeah. I love Jeff Rowley.
He's like punk rock kind of.
Yeah. Growing up, it was like him, like Reynolds, I guess, and Jamie Thomas were like the 3. Yeah. They were like the best dudes.
Yeah.
You know, when I started. And yeah, they were just like punk rock and like fucking drinking and
living it.
Yeah, the whole
no underwear on
life.
For sure.
Yeah.
Free balling, skating big rails.
Yep. Slamming, just like metal in the videos.
For sure, Phelps was probably like stoked on Jeff Rowley more after that, right?
Probably,
because he's like, fuck you, just screaming at him.
Yeah,
dude, I missed that somewhere. Jeff Rowley punks the Phelper on YouTube. Yep. I'll keep that window open and put that link in the description so you guys can watch it after. That way you can see the chaos. That was pretty mild though, to be honest.
Yeah, not a big deal, but
it was like
worth looking at.
Yeah. All right, next let's move back to some questions. So yeah, we covered the Greco one. I've seen him around for sure, and he's like a celebrity. Cody Burchell's, sorry if I butcher your last name. He says, will you be pushing to reopen a public park in Plainville now that you're a resident there?
Reopen?
Yeah, I didn't even know there was a park in this vicinity ever.
Me either.
Yeah, I mean, we need more parks for sure. Like, another park would be epic. I don't know if I'm going to go, like, pushing for it, but it's a sick idea. I'm not mad at the idea.
Yeah.
There's enough skaters here, really. All right, that one's done. All right, here we go. Dan Bryant asks, if you could get in a time machine and pop back to a skate shop back when you started skating, what board would you grab? You want to take that one first? So you're going back in time to when you first started, going to a skate shop. What would be the board you'd grab off the wall?
It was a board that I had, actually. I would just want it again.
Yeah.
It was a Reynolds Birdhouse board. It was yellow. It had a bloody razor blade on it.
Yep.
It said "Welcome to Hell."
Yeah, it said "Welcome to Hell" on it?
Yeah, I think so. Or like, I'm pretty sure it did say "Welcome to Hell."
It was a birdhouse board, though?
Yep. Yeah, it was...
I remember the razor blade, though.
Yeah, it was... you had to really look to see the "Welcome to Hell." It wasn't like bold letter. Okay. It was kind of just like... It almost looked like it was etched into the razor blade or something.
Yeah.
I just remember because my dad wanted to like... He was like kind of pissed about it.
Oh, and that's what you wanted it for?
That was part of it. No, but it was just sick, dude. Like the yellow... It was all yellow and the silver blade and then just like a little bit of red blood here and there.
I'm going to give it a look.
Dude, I've looked. I can't find it. It's not
on there?
I can't find it.
Would you... Andrew Reynolds... Razor blade board?
I guess, yeah.
Razor blade board? No, there's no way it's coming up.
Birdhouse, you have to write.
Oh, Birdhouse? Yeah, because he's been at it for a while, right? Birdhouse. Nah, there's going to be no way, bro. Someone's got that board.
Wait,
Nah.
Yeah,
sounds sick, though.
it was the best.
Mine would be Maple Hotbox board.
Ah.
Do you remember that one? Let me see. Maple. It was just a blank
Fire
deck.
a flaming box or something?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's nothing fancy about it.
Oh, I have another one.
What's that?
Remember Prime?
Yep.
Frog in a blender?
Dude, such a sick board.
Yeah.
Did they do a series with that?
Yeah, I think so.
They always did series, I feel like.
Yeah, there's a bunch of like fucked up ones like that.
Frog in a Blender's a good one, too.
It's so funny the stuff you're into when you're a kid.
Yeah.
Like just a bloody razor blade is so fucking cool. A frog in a blender.
As an adult, you can't even come up with that concept because it seems stupid.
I know, yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, mine was just a box. It was literally a blank deck, and in the middle of the blank deck was just a square box, and in it had flames.
That's sick.
And it was like, dude, yeah, I get that.
Hot box.
That was probably an adult joke that I didn't get at the time either.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. Mark Anthony Gordon says, "How can
Three first names?
Yeah. How can we get more South African skaters overseas to network and compete? A lot of our best skaters don't have the funds to get overseas. Our exchange rate is terrible, so it's really tough to survive out there. How can the guys find a way? Are there clubs or organizations that could join, or any sponsor who are helping out in Africa?" You want to take this one?
I mean, that's so far beyond anything I know about. The only thing I would say is that the internet is sort of not leveled the playing field, but like if you're ripping, it doesn't matter where you are. It'll find its way.
Yeah.
To somebody who wants to send you something or maybe bring you over on a trip, I would think.
Yeah. I don't have anything for this one either, really. Honestly, the only thing I could really say is like, do it yourself. But you said you don't have any money or anything. But like, I don't know what your economy's like there or how life is. But like, if you're just struggling to get through day to day, skateboarding it might be a tough choice at the time. But like, I would say just make sure you got boards. Try to find more people that love skating. You guys work together, rally together. Maybe use your phones.
Yeah,
and create a movement.
If you have access to the internet, that's
another thing.
That's your
he
biggest.
He does because he's on Facebook.
Yeah,
so
true.
if you're on Facebook, start posting clips. Find other people that skate around you. You guys
start a group. Start a Facebook group or something.
Yeah. Strengthen numbers, my friend. Like, find as many skateboarders as you can out there, and you guys build something special. If there's nothing out there, you have opportunity to make it. If there's no money, like, find a job. If there's no jobs, then you might have to just leave the whole country. But
yeah, right.
I need more details. But I like that the idea of the internet. Good idea. You could definitely get your skating out there, or at least showcase what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
You know. All right, next one. Matthew J. Landon says top 3 Boston skaters of the 90s.
Of the 90s.
I got three that came to mind already.
I mean, I started skating in like 1999, so
You missed it.
I sort of missed it, I guess. But
What are some older Boston heads that you can think of?
I don't know if he's from... Where's Charlie Wilkins from?
He was going to be in one of my 3s. I'm pretty sure he's from Boston area.
Yeah.
Charlie Wilkins for sure. Kickflip indie grabs, the fakie.
Yeah, I don't really have any...
Jerry Fowler.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, Jerry Fowler's a ripper. Who was my other one? Jamal Williams.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I don't know if he's from Boston, but he spent time in Boston.
Yeah.
Back when I rode for Phantom Trucks.
Oh, man.
Don't laugh too hard.
No, I'm not. I forgot. I forgot about them. Yeah.
You can laugh a little.
No.
They were hilarious.
Were they?
They had like on the hanger, they had some little like metal shield that had like a ghost on it.
Yeah.
Things would just fall off the instant you did a grind.
Right.
Yeah, they were hilarious. But we did like a tour, and Jamal was on the trip, and he was like the king of Boston, dude. Everywhere we went, he knew someone. We'd be going to skate spots, and he'd be the dude like yelling up to some window, and some chicks up there like, Jamal! Like, we know each other.
Sick.
And then he would disappear, and he'd meet us in the other parts of the city.
Wow.
Yeah, he was like the mayor, dude. It was sick.
That's cool.
90s. That's 90s, right? 80s, 90s.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, like PJ would have been skating back then too, so like the whole Coliseum.
Yeah, it's
crew.
like late 90s.
Yeah.
Because you're his age, right? How old are you?
I'm 30.
So I'm 7 years older than you? Don't do that. What was that face, bro? I feel like the Crypt Keeper. Come skate.
No, I just mean like that video didn't come out in the 90s, but they would have been like...
Skating in the 90s.
Yeah, and ripping around Boston
Jeremy,
back then.
Ryan, Gallant, Alexis.
Yeah.
Last night, I'm kind of weird. I feel uncomfortable to admit this.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. It's not that big of a deal.
Out with it.
Last night, I was watching X Games by choice.
Oh, I almost watched it, too.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw it. I didn't.
A new one?
I don't know.
I was just on YouTube lurking old ones.
Oh.
I even watched the women's divisions, dude.
I think the winter one was live.
Oh, okay.
Snowboarding or something.
Yeah, no. I was watching like the skating ones.
Oh.
So crazy to see. Because I always make fun of this shit, so I was like, I gotta at least like watch it so I can make fun of it correctly. Was it? It's like a
Who
sport.
was announcing it?
It's like a sport. Oh, one of them had that dude from Skate Line, Gary.
Really?
Gary Rogers.
Oh, it was new?
It must have been a newer one. Came in some other dudes. So they had him, because he's kind of like saying wild stuff, so they had like the other dude, which I'm not sure who it was because they never showed the announcers.
Yeah.
But you had like the dude saying all the technical tricks, and then you had Gary just being like, yo, you know.
Yeah.
Which was a good balance. But you could tell they're all like, is he going to say something that he shouldn't say right now? I was kind of hoping for him to drop the N-bomb or something on the next games, but he didn't do it. Just to like spice things up, because it's like so organized.
Uh-oh.
We're all right. We'll the mic's
cut that out.
I'm going to fix the mic.
Oh, boy.
I watched the girls one too.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, is she in it, Alexis?
She was there, but I didn't see her skate.
Oh.
Maybe she was injured or something. There was a lot of little girls, like 10 to 12-year-old like Asian girls. There's like 4 of them. And they could all skate so good, like Smith grind the big rail, crook the big rail, like hit tranny tricks, backlip down stuff, on stuff. A lot of nose slides went down in the girls' division.
Yeah.
A lot of 50-50s.
Yeah.
It had a little slowness to it. But overall, it wasn't a bad watch.
Sick.
The girls' division. I was like, this is pretty good. There's some rippers, and they're only going to get better, you know?
Yeah, there's going to be so many more, too.
Yeah. And then the men's, there already is.
Yeah.
And then the men's division, it was like all the usual suspects. And that dude, Yuto, the Asian guy who destroys, came down to him and Naja. Mm-hmm. And Yuto had the high score, and Naja had one chance to beat him, and he failed.
Really?
Yeah, he actually lost.
Wow.
And, yeah, it was fine. I just watched it for some reason.
I watch, like, if I come across it, if it's live, I'll watch it because I like watching skating.
Yeah.
And I like, dude, I go and look at, everyone talks shit on Nyjah, and it's easy to, but like, he is so goddamn good. It's insane. Dude, like, you're a fan of skateboarding.
I am.
And this is maybe a not even a cool thing to say, but like,
It's not.
Dude, you have to appreciate how talented that guy is.
Don't tell me what I have to do.
You have to. You can talk shit on the way he dresses, on his personality.
Don't tell me what I have to do.
But if you just watch his skating, man, it's
no, I can't take anything away.
fucking
He's
bananas.
amazing at skateboarding.
Yeah,
that's
like,
just not the only thing that matters. But I get
it's
it.
not.
Yeah.
And I don't like. He's not my favorite skater because he has one piece of the puzzle that and it's just his tricks. How talented he is. You know?
He's very talented.
If you just watch it for that, it's like
it blows your mind.
Yeah, man.
I watched his parts.
Yeah.
I just am like hesitant because I had Dooley on a while ago on the podcast, and he was just like, "Nyjah's the greatest skateboarder," drunk and trying to tell me, and I'm like, dude, if you're judging it off of tricks, then you can have your opinion, but I think skating is more than just tricks. So he's not the greatest skater. He just could not live with that.
He's got that thing that, like, there's a few people that have it. Like Grant Taylor has it. Ishad has it. I think
there's so many people that have it.
There's
nowadays.
a lot, but I mean,
nowadays
there's a certain way, like, when you just watch them riding around and the way they do tricks, dude, it looks like they're on just this other level that they figured out. You know, and it's so fun to watch.
Well, that's your opinion.
That's my opinion.
I can't watch Nyjah, really. It's hard to watch, especially with the shorts and, like, he just looks like a basketball, football player.
You just got to watch him from his socks down.
Yeah. And then I can't either. For some reason.
All right, let's move on.
The best example would be like a Westgate, because he's like otherworldly, but like something about the way he dresses, the way he approaches things. It doesn't seem like all commercialized or like some big monster logo. It's just like raw skating for whatever reason. But I get it. I'm not trying to take anything away. Mm-hmm. That was an interesting. I didn't expect you to say that, bro. All right, you ready? Saying. You ready to go in?
Let's go.
All right. Nolan Skate says, worst regret.
Worst regret.
Just in general.
Oh, my God.
I haven't even thought about it. I'll start thinking about it now.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to say that, you know, everyone says, like, I don't regret anything.
Yeah.
You know, but, like, dude, I regret so much shit that I did. But, like, not anything that I would actually say here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, there's some shit I've done that nobody knows about. So
they're in there. You have a bag?
Yeah. Something that I regret that I would actually say out loud.
Mine would be waiting to do things. Doubting myself at times. Like, just like having insecurities and worries and like...
Yeah, but you can't regret being insecure. Like, it's not a decision you made.
Sort of. Sometimes. For me, it was.
Sometimes it is, I guess, yeah.
Sometimes. For me, that would be my regret, is just waiting to do things because I just, like, couldn't get past my own issues. So I put things off. That's a regret. Because if I could do it again, I would just say, no, sack up. Be a man. Stop being a bitch. Figure it out. You know?
Yeah.
Like, be better. Figure it out. I'm still trying to do that.
Right.
Yeah. Regret is wasting time on my own, like, insecurities.
Yeah, I like that answer, actually.
It's a group one?
Yeah.
It's a group answer?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Sick.
I don't want to get into specifics.
I got one for you, but I ain't going to say it.
I was even thinking of that one. There's so
I got
many.
one. I got one.
Okay.
That I'll say.
All right.
And it's super childish and embarrassing, but
okay.
I once... And this is
I think I know where this is going.
Do you?
Maybe.
This is taking the podcast into a dirty area.
I think I know where you're going.
All right. I once felt a chick up with poison ivy.
I knew it. I knew that's what you were going to say.
I regret doing that. And I knew it. I didn't know it, but I do get poison ivy easy. And I was out fishing early that day. And it definitely was around poison ivy.
This happened in New Hampshire?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course it did.
And I fooled around with her.
Wait, felt up or...
Back in the day when you used to finger bang chicks?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
So I was inside her with poison ivy on my fingers.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Feels good to get it off my chest.
Yeah.
To say it out loud.
To everybody.
Hi, everyone. But let's keep this in mind. It was a regret. And I'm not doing that nowadays.
It was New Hampshire.
I grew up in trailer parks.
Yep.
There's no adults around to tell you otherwise.
Yep.
Yeah. The next day she woke up and was like, I'm itchy. And I was like, I gotta go.
And you're like, I know.
Yeah, I gotta go. And I was itchy as well. So, you know, she was probably freaking out. Probably didn't know. I didn't talk to her much about it. I just left.
You didn't tell her?
No, just left. Because it was like one of those things where it was like, I was wrong.
Yeah.
I didn't want to admit it. That's why it's a regret.
That's so funny. I
God.
know what you were gonna say.
Sorry to share all that. But,
Man.
yeah. So,
Now that's out there.
how you doing? How you doing, bub? Moving forward. You got nothing? You got nothing? You're going to leave me out there by myself? Okay.
I can't top that.
Okay. I am no man 619 writes, what's your favorite thing about skateboarding when you were younger and what is it now? And it's your turn.
Okay.
Because god damn it.
When I was younger, it was all like, there was all this new stuff to learn and do. Like the first kickflip I ever did. I remember the first time I ever got into a lip slide.
Hell yeah.
Which was like, anyone could get into a board slide. You know what I mean? Get your front wheels over, but to get your back wheels over, that was like a major hurdle.
The sack factor involved.
Yeah. So all that stuff, like all those milestones, there were so many milestones you could hit.
Yeah.
When you first started. Whereas now my favorite part of it is just like cruising and like doing 50-50s.
Hell yeah.
You know?
I back it.
Olling into them or just riding into them on tranny. I would say that's the difference.
That's a good one. What's your favorite thing about skateboarding when you were younger? So yours was all the tricks and learning them, hitting the things.
Yeah.
For me was definitely that. Like learning tricks. Definitely. Hitting those milestones. Like that kickflip, like you're saying.
Dropping in.
Yep, those are big. And nowadays, yeah, I agree with you. I'm gonna steal your answer. Now it's just like getting free to go skate and not have to do anything if I don't want to. Just doing it however you want.
Yeah, like the escape side of it.
Yeah.
Now is so much more valuable.
Yeah, like prevalent. Yeah. Agreed. Although when I was younger, the escape side helped me too. On top of learning the tricks and stuff, it was just like getting away from family shit and going out into the streets, you know?
Yeah.
And now it's like getting away from like just structure and responsibility and just going and rolling onto a grind, like you're saying.
Right.
Being a fucking kid again.
Yep.
Not having to think about it, but just do it. Back it. Hey, shout out to all the people out there that sent questions. You guys sent some epic questions. We got a shit ton of them as well. Moving on, my friend. Andrew Soptich. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. I have to ask Andrew. Andrew is the man. Shout out Andrew. What year did Goonan start skating? And what's your favorite warm-up trick? You said 90...
99.
Nice.
I started. And favorite warm-up trick? A pivot.
On a quarter pipe?
Yeah.
Pivot, just like a kick turn pivot? Or like pivot fakie?
No, like a backside 5-0 stall.
Yeah.
And then back in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legit. That's a good one.
That's fun.
You definitely are old now. Definitely old, bro.
I've just been skating in Plymouth Park so much, and you can just like ride around and just stall and grind and stall and grind. Like,
yeah.
For like, I'll go in the morning, no one's there, so I can just do that for like 15 straight minutes before I even ollie.
That's amazing.
It's so fun, dude.
Yeah. That's what I like when I catch the edge is empty. Do that forever. Yeah.
And like 6 months ago, that answer would have been different probably.
Yeah.
You know?
Mine's kickflip. Because if I can do a good kickflip, then I'm like, maybe I can do more. If I can't, it's like, just sit the fuck down, bro.
Yeah.
You're a bum today. Solid question. What about on... Oh, so on train. What about on flat ground? warm-up trick?
Yeah, kickflip.
How about on a rail? Round bar.
Back 50.
Yeah, I like that.
Hell yeah.
Back 50 brothers.
Yeah.
That's us, bro. All right. Next. Schmikey Schmurda. He asks, when you're going for a new trick, is there anything specific you do to make you commit to it? So let's say you're filming a trick.
It depends. Like, if it's a trick you're afraid of, like if it's scary, then I basically have to ride up and not do it until I fucking hate myself. And then I'll get myself to try it. Because I know if I don't, then my whole day is going to be ruined.
Yeah.
You know?
I get that.
But if it's a trick that's just, like, difficult and not scary necessarily, then it's just preparing mentally to, like, lose your mind for 2 hours, you know?
Yeah.
Like, or the possibility of losing your mind for 2 hours. Like, I'm just going to try this for a really long time and lose my mind.
Yeah. Yeah, well said.
And then there's the ones that are difficult and scary. And that's just a whole other
The
beast.
unicorn ones.
Yeah, some sort of like combination of those.
Yeah. For me, all right, so when you're going for a new trick, is there anything specific you do to make you commit? I just try to pretend like I know what I'm doing. Like, if it's
you
something new.
You just like go for it.
Sometimes for sure.
That's what you do.
Thank you.
You fucking sometimes you do it or fucking slam.
Yeah. I just pretend. I'm like, all right, you've worked your way up to this. Now it's just time to like pretend like you know what you're doing and just like give it an honest try. I say honest try.
Yeah.
Especially if it's something new that I'm nervous about. It's like, give it an honest try. I actually have, like, you were talking about losing your mind, and you like to do manual tricks. So that's like, I avoid manual tricks because they're not, I like scary tricks for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Manual tricks are like, you have to lose your mind. They're not scary, but you have to like line everything up, and it's just like tedious at times. I do like manual tricks, but filming, not really.
Dude, you know what the thing about manual tricks is? It's like, this is the way I think of them. Is like, usually you're riding around on 4 wheels.
Yes.
Right? You do a flip trick, starting on 4 wheels, landing on 4 wheels. Like, all you have to do is just land on 2.
That's true.
And ride on 2 for a while. Like, that's it.
Yeah, easier said than done.
Yes,
bro.
but if you think about it like that, it seems so much more reasonable. Like, no, I can do this. Like, I just have to ride on 2 wheels for a little bit instead of 4.
I'm gonna try that.
You know?
Yeah, that sounds amazing. Hope that works.
It doesn't.
Some psychological
doesn't
tricks
work,
with good content. Oh, fuck it.
Yeah.
Indian Bree says, what are your thoughts on how Edge is getting more popularity by pro scooters, skate, and BMX riders?
You're there more than me.
We have one indoor park. All right, last podcast I already talked about this. We have one indoor park in Massachusetts that I know of.
Unless there's one out west.
Maybe. I thought Rad was like the last one and that one went under.
Yeah.
There's only one park, man. So like, whether you're pro or not, if people are supporting the indoor park and it's getting more popular and people are stoked on rolling around and getting their heart going and donating and contributing and supporting the indoor place that we need in the winter, I back it fully, you know? Indoor skate parks indoor skate parks are so valuable, especially when you live on the East Coast and you have all winter and all you want to do is skate after work.
Yep.
And you're like, I need to do something. So just keep those things going. And I don't care if you're pro or not, but just help support the park in some way. If your notoriety helps support the park, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
And I'm really speaking about skateboarding more than anything.
Yeah, right. I don't know. Are there pro scooter people? Scooterers?
Oh, God, who knows? Don't get me started, boys. Okay, moving on. What's your favorite Texas spot, not including skate parks? You ever been in Texas?
Never. Austin, though.
Yeah. I've been to Austin.
Oh.
It's sick. There's a lot of sick places in Texas. Good spots. I went a long time ago on a World Industries trip, and for the life of me, I'm not going to remember all the places we went, but I skated with that dude, what was his name? Kashad? Is it Kashad? He's rips, dude. I got to look his name up after. But I went to Texas, and it was sick. We skated all over. I went to Austin. Tucson's really sick. Susky's from there.
Isn't that in Arizona?
Yeah, what did I say?
Tucson.
Texas. I'm sorry, you're right. I'm thinking of like the South, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went through Texas twice on a world trip. I'm just going to look it up because I guarantee I can figure out where we went because it's been like over a decade ago.
I always wanted to go to Texas.
I remember everything's bigger there.
That's what I hear.
Let's see. World Industries, Texas. Here we go. Is this doing anything? No, nothing so far. Dang. I know. It took me there. I got to close out Jeff Rowley fighting Phelps, dude. World Industries, Texas. Trip, maybe? We definitely did a trip there. Yeah, no, it's South America. I missed out on that trip. That sucked. Long road. Oh, yeah, we did a tour, long, hard summer tour. But that was Pennsylvania. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to find it.
Do you remember a trick that you got there?
Oh, here we go. Calm down, Goonan. I think I found it, bro. I do remember tricks. San Marcos, Texas. Signing and demo for San Marcos. Let's see. Maybe it'll show us. Oh, yeah, there it is. We went on I Want You to Witness World Domination Tour. We went to Denton, Texas, Dallas, Texas, San Marcos, Lafayette. Oh, that was Louisiana. Houston. We went to Houston, too. And we went to Good Times, Texas Skate, Rhythm Skate Shop, Vertical Limit, and Johnny Romano Memorial Skate Jam in Houston, Texas.
Damn, sick.
And we skated street, too, and I skated with, like, a bunch of rippers from Texas. It was me, Dustin Blavelt, Cody Davis, and Mike Franklin. Damn, that was like a lifetime ago. I didn't even remember that I went there. I barely remembered it.
What's a street trick you did there?
I hard flipped off this loading dock. It was one of those loading docks where at the end it has like one of those lift gates where you could use a controller and it goes and lifts up.
Yeah.
And there was also a bar, so you could make the gap with the bar as high as you wanted.
Oh, okay.
Or as low as you wanted.
Yeah.
So it was a flat gap with the bar and the lift, and you just do it off that. I had photos in Trans World, a sequence doing a hard flip over this like blue bar gap.
Sick.
Yeah, I was pretty stoked on it. Josh Richardson. Mine's not really a question. What about pushing for another indoor park, but in Rhode Island? Sick. More indoor parks, the better.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. If some skateboarder out there wants to put up the money and take on the responsibility and organize an indoor park, you are a saint. Go for it. That would be awesome. Someone says there might be something in the works in New Bedford. This is new, though. They used to have a park in New Bedford, an indoor one. It never, like, launched, but they had the whole thing built. I went there and skated.
I never went there.
Yeah, I went in there and skated.
Skate Factory?
Yeah, but I don't think they ever officially opened up and had, like, a full thing, you know? What do you think of small wheel trend of the 90s? This dude personally hated it. It's Jason. What do you think of that?
I don't. Really?
What size wheel do you ride?
52, 53 maybe.
I'm a 52 right now. I used to be 51 till I die, but now I'm 52 for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Was it a trend?
Yeah, dude, definitely like a little before our time. Like they had like football shaped decks with like little urethane wheels.
I don't know. In my head, I always just assumed like that's just what they had. I didn't think of it as a trend.
Oh, true. I don't know.
You know?
Yeah, maybe. I didn't even think about that. Maybe it's all they were stuck with.
I don't know.
Take this shit, kids. Yeah, he writes, personally, I absolutely hated it, but I'm sure it probably helped with skating, getting more technical, ollie impossibles and such. Yeah, maybe, because it's lighter. You can flick it more.
I mean, people do impossibles now with big wheels.
That's true. That's fucking true, bro. All right, moving on. Bob Costa, craziest trick you've done or you've seen done? Take your time. I'll think about one too.
Yeah.
Craziest trick I've done. Craziest one I've done, and I'll admit this was the tail slide I did for my ender in State of Mind, the New York video.
Ooh.
Tail slide in a ditch in Australia. That was just crazy to me because like it was like I felt like I was getting shot out of a car going down that bank.
Yeah,
and like the fall was just like it's the roughest bank ever, and it was just like I like kind of blacked out when I rode out from that thing because I was really scared. Not that it was like, I mean, it's pretty gnarly, but for me, I was just like personally really scared to tail slide off the end.
I think we've talked about this. You've had that where like you're riding away from a trick and you're like, I guess I did it.
Oh yeah,
dude, I know.
Yeah.
It's happened to me like probably a dozen times.
Yeah, that's
where you're
nice.
riding away and you're just like,
wow. Which one? Can you think of one?
On a front side flip over this double set in Plymouth.
How about that ollie over the one over the wooden rail? Because you were battling that and then all of a sudden it was like victory.
Some manual tricks.
Wow, blacking out on manual tricks, huh?
Yeah,
I can imagine, dude.
But I've tried talking about that to people before, and like you're the only one who's been like, yeah, that's happened to me too.
Oh, dude, definitely. There's been several tricks. Kickflip crook in like San Jose. I did it on like the square 10 stair rail when I was with the deluxe dudes, and like I was just battling it because I was making it harder than it should have been.
Yeah.
And then there was just like I like got dehydrated because I forgot water, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna land this. I'm like, fuck it, one more.
Yeah.
Ching, clang, clang, and I'm riding away, and there's flashes. It's at night, and I'm like, what the? I'm riding away.
Yeah.
You know?
It's crazy, dude.
And I think it comes to the point where you're just like physically exhausted and you just like gave up all hope. Yeah. And then your body just shuts down, but you've done it
I feel
so
like
many
your
times.
brain shuts down and you're like, what it feels like is your body goes like, fuck off. Like, we got this, you know, just for a second, long enough to where like you're not going to bail it, you know?
Yeah.
And then you're riding where your brain clicks back on. You're like, what? I did it.
And it's like all that heaviness in your mind and all how tired you are is gone once you ride away.
Yeah.
You're like, and then 5 minutes later, your adrenaline's gone and you're like,
dead.
Bring me to the hospital. I'm pissing cranberry color.
Oh, man.
That tail slide I definitely blacked out on, though. Because like I was battling it and I was too scared. My like body wouldn't let me commit to it. And then finally... yeah, my brain shut off, and my body was like in repetitive mode.
Right, like we know how to do a tail slide. Just do a tail slide.
And my brain just shut off, and it felt like it just went black, and I blinked, and then next thing I know, I was at the bottom of the bank, and it was like the wind, and I was like, boom, and I hit it, and I was like, oh, wobble, but I'm still going, and then I was up the other wall of the ditch, and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, you looked like you blacked out on that one too. Like you could see the moment where you realized, like, holy shit, I just did it.
Yeah. I've had a bunch of those.
Oh, that's the best.
Yeah, and then there was that 20 stair in Worcester. I feebled it.
Oh yeah.
I think Gallant 50 did or something recently or not that long ago. That one I feebled, and I just remember the one I landed because I was having a hard time getting to the bottom because it was so damn long trying to hold a feeble. For me, it was super long, and then there's one where I was like, my brain shut off and I just went blank, and then I was riding away. And I was like,
man.
Hell yeah. It's always when I'm physically exhausted and at the end of the barrel, though.
Yeah.
It's never like, doesn't happen like third try.
Yeah, you have to get to that point where like your brain just can't go through that trauma anymore or something.
You're just self-inflicted trauma.
Yeah.
What about craziest one you've seen done? That's a solid question. Bob Costa, shout out, my G.
I used to have an answer for this because I would think about that, and it was either you or Westgate. I don't remember. Something one of you two did though.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah.
Your ollie over the rail in Providence might be one of the gnarliest things I've seen. Just because I can't ollie like that. The one straight over the whole rail. And you did it twice. That was ridiculous. The courthouse rail.
Yeah, but that's just one of those things like...
For me. Not for you.
Yeah, I understand.
For me, like watching that, you just ollie over the whole fucking handrail. And I don't have your belly button pop. The height. So like, for me, I was like, that's fucking insane. And then definitely stuff Westgate's done.
Yeah.
There's been like tons of stuff Westgate does where I'm just like, how?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. I'm trying to think. I wish I was there for Timmy's kickflip crook on Hollywood 16. That would have been like...
I was just thinking about that the other day.
Yeah.
I think about that like probably once a week. You know?
I would have loved to just see how he bailed.
That's what I think of.
There's no footage or anything of him bailing, so I'm just like...
Well, I get bailing it, because you can flick and you can put your foot on the rail, but when you commit...
Yeah.
That's what's fucking
Yeah,
nuts.
but the thing is, it's 16 stairs.
I know,
so
it's
that
still...
first bail is like, you're missing it. You're going to fall in like last 6 stairs. Like, what did he jump out to the bottom 6 stairs before he got on? Like, how do you do it? Because you have to get on so early.
I think you put your foot on the rail, even on a bail, so then you can like propel down to the bottom.
That's what must have happened.
Yeah.
That's what I imagine. I asked him before, and I don't think he gave me a definitive answer, except, yeah, I bailed.
It's so fucked up.
Yeah, that one's insane. And, dude, I've heard people online be like, Dustin Dolan did it. I'm like, dude.
He did it on the 12th.
I know. It's so infuriating.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, how are you going to diminish this?
Oh, my God.
Like,
People
pay
are so
attention,
dumb.
you asshole. Dude just did the 16, and you're like, ugh. Someone else recently was like, yeah, Milton Martinez, kickflip into Caro. He's like, someone was like, they were like, who did it?
Dolan tried it.
Dustin Dolan, yeah. He's like, someone online was like, Dolan already did that. Like, you're such an asshole, dude. Pay attention.
They're just dumb,
yeah.
yeah.
Dude, pay attention, bro.
Yeah.
Dude landed the kickflip into this car wash bank.
After breaking his foot trying to ollie into it.
Gnarly. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Or something. He broke something trying to ollie into it and then went back and landed a kickflip.
I watched the clip again the other day, and I was like, the way it's filmed, it's in tight, and he flicks and catches it, and then they pull out, and it's just like he's in the air for so long, and then it's the smoothest ride away.
That thing is fucked, man.
Crazy. Kevin Kimmock, Kimock. You gave me my first real skateboard ever, Anthony, when you skated for Fibro back in the day. This was about 18 plus years ago. You drove through my town in Glen Gardner, New Jersey. I think you were going to a skate demo at Small Empire Skate Park, I think, and stopped and skated at the parking lot where we were skating. We had rails and kicker ramp and shit. Everything I've been through, I want you to know that skating saved my life, and I want to thank you again and remind you that every time I step on a skateboard, I think of you and my brother who taught me. Once again, thanks for my first real board ever.
Damn, that's sick.
Heavy. Thanks, Kevin. Thank you, my friend. I'm glad that skating has helped you, man. Same here. Real, recognize real. And I wish I could say I remembered this, but I don't. But I'm glad that I wasn't an asshole. You know? Because there's so many times. We talked about regrets earlier.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't have poison ivy on me when I gave you the board. Who knows? Who knows who I was then? Apparently I wasn't that bad. Scott Listenfelt. What/who got you started in skateboarding?
There was no who. The what was me and my brother found one in my grandfather's garage.
Nice.
That was it.
Was Grandpa skating?
Oh, I think my dad was, or one of my uncles.
Really?
Yeah.
What was the board?
It was a Nash.
I
think it was a Nash.
Did it get the job done?
I mean, it just got us riding around.
Yeah.
It was like the fish shape or whatever.
Mm-hmm. They had like the weird tail guard on it always.
Yeah,
on the big tails.
Yeah.
It was fish shaped. No nose. You can't nollie. Or
Trucks didn't turn at all. You're just trying to tic-tac around this driveway.
And it's probably soft material always.
Yeah.
Garbage. Well, that's good. At least you got it. At least it got you going.
Yeah.
What was the question again? Who or what got you into skating? Who or what got you started in skateboarding? For me, it was a who. Hoo-hoo, hoo-hoo.
Choo-choo.
Choo-choo-choo-choo. It was Dale Raymond. Dale Raymond from Raymond, New Hampshire. He could kickflip and maybe tray flip, and he pushed Mongo. And he showed me skating and got me my first board. He bullied his friend in to give me a board because his friend had two. Nick Gonas. Shout out, Nick. And he was just like, he's like, dude, this kid needs a board. Give me your extra board. And Nick was like, no. And Dale's like, bullied him. Like, legit. This is a long time ago, and he's not bullying anyone nowadays, so don't get all triggered out there. But back then, bullying was fine, okay? And he bullied the shit out of him and got me my first board. It was an SMA. which was Santa Monica Airlines,
Mm-hmm.
which was like not even in business when he had it. It was like an old setup. And he just made him give it to me. And I was very happy. I was very happy about that. Nick wasn't, but sorry for you, Nick. I'm still friends with Nick and Dale, so we've worked through our issues. And then what got me into skating? Dale's Mongo push. Dale's Mongo push got me into skating.
Does he still push Mongo?
No.
That's good.
It didn't get me into skating either. It just made me try to learn how to push Mongo. Because he was so much better than me. I was like, it's got to be because he pushes that way.
Right.
He was faster. Because a lot of our skating then was skating about a half an hour from Dale's house to the Getty gas station where we had a piece of wood propped up. And you're grinding the shit. And it's abandoned. And no one's going to bother us. And we can play shitty music, cassette tapes and stuff, you know? And just like skate a gas station for hours.
The best, dude.
Hurt your ankle a bunch, shin yourself, bloody, go get some shitty food at the gas station that's actually
gallon
open.
of blue drink.
Yeah, ghetto gallons. They used to be 99 cents. They're like $1.50 now probably, and they're the acid reflux from that.
God.
And I would finish them like warm, bitter
Just
end.
chugging them, yeah.
Nutty bars, fudge rounds.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, Little Debbie's.
Choco Taco.
Yes. Those sessions got me into skating for sure. So he would just be pushing. We'd have to skate a half an hour there, and he'd be so far ahead of me, and I'm just struggling to find my balance. And I'm like, it's got to be because he's pushing Mongo. So I tried for like 2 weeks to push Mongo, and I sucked at it. So I quit it. I was like, fuck that shit. Ryan Taff, what's the best way for artists to present work to a brand, and what is not a good way to do it? You got opinions?
I have opinions, but I mean, I don't.
We'll take them.
Run a brand or make art. So,
what's your opinions?
I mean, I would say to introduce yourself in person is always a solid move. You know,
I'd agree with
like
that.
if you skate and you're at the skate park or someone wanted to do it to you, I'd say to introduce yourself in person and just be normal and cool and not like don't harass people on the internet about it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How do you feel about DMs?
I
not knowing them and just DMing someone?
Again, like I don't own a brand and it depends on the art, who it is, all that stuff. But I mean, I imagine do you get people DMing you like random kids? Like
all the time.
Yeah. So
I get a little bit of everything.
If you introduce yourself in person, you're in a position to like do so. That would be more. That would be better, I think. Like I'm an actual person with social skills, and I can have a conversation with Because
online, there's such a disconnect. You don't know. Like I get people hit me up all day long. I can't tell what's serious and not.
Yeah,
you don't know.
Right.
I agree. Meet someone in person. I'd say also put your work out there, curate it, put it somewhere. Show people it through that. That way, if you do reach out to someone at a brand, you can send them the website or send them proof that you're good. Because they don't know. No one knows. There's a million people reaching out, and a lot of them aren't even that good, and they think they deserve the whole world. And they're just blowing up your messages or your email. They somehow get it, and they're just like, they're not that good, and they want you to take them really serious, and you're like, well, you got to keep going, bro. Like, keep getting better and like keep working. But if you are really fascinated by art and it's really a goal, like keep going until you can tell, like get some traction, build your own thing, get a website going, like keep going, and then you'll see yourself progress, and you can keep going until till it's evident that you know what you're doing and that it's like really good.
Yeah, and people might approach you at that point.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of work to be done before you go reaching other people. But if you
just because you can get in touch with people now, doesn't mean you should.
Exactly. Yeah.
Still, develop and all that.
Create your own thing. That way you have evidence. So fill up your social media accounts with all your art and work on projects and do it just because you love doing it, and then eventually you'll have an overwhelming amount of proof and hard work that you can share to someone, a brand, and that's going to give you your best shot. Because if someone reaches out to me especially if I met them first, like you said, and then they followed up and they sent me websites of all the stuff they've created and worked on, and they have a trail of just hard work over time, and the art's awesome and makes sense and is a good fit, might happen, you know, compared to just like, hey, check out my art. And here's a photo I took on my phone of a sketch that I drew on a napkin.
Right.
Because I get that a lot too, where I'm like, especially like with World, people send art all the time, and it's just like some dude who's clearly on drugs, who's super excited on art, but doesn't know how to do it as a profession, and he's just doodling, and like there's no structure, and it's like you can't even use the art, and they're not professional enough to communicate with, and why would you want to work with them? Because they
still haven't responded to my DM, by the way.
I'm sorry about that. But just keep working, find a place to put all your work, reach out to other artists. That's what I would say. And don't get offended if a brand doesn't hit you back, because they're probably getting bombarded with artwork and people wanting them to work with them, especially if they're a good brand. They're going to have a lot of interest in people wanting to work with them. So, like, if they don't hit you back, man, just keep going. Keep making more art. Keep creating shit. Keep getting better and better and better, and then just try to find ways to link up and connect.
I would say, too, like, if you can get an email address as opposed to a DM, that's probably like that's a little more professional. Yeah,
because a lot of it is like there are super talented people, but they don't have like the professional etiquette where you're like, I need you to hit a deadline, I need you to have a finished product. I don't need to be like you know, like there's so much work to be done for a company to be like. That's why I like if you look at someone's like LinkedIn profile where they're like, here's all the work I've done, you know, like here's everything. I'm a professional, like here's the proof. I've been doing it for 10 years, and this is the opportunities I've had, and here's where I'm going with it. Like, have a vision, plot it out, put it online somewhere so you could send that so someone could look at it and see what, instead of just having to take your word, you know?
Yeah, if you're serious about it, there's no reason to, like, it's too easy to present yourself in a like professional manner now with all that stuff.
Too many
like,
outlets,
if you're not doing that and you're just DMing someone, it could just be like on a whim, and why should you be taken seriously?
It's so lazy.
Yeah.
And the social media manager that runs the
same
accounts.
thing with sponsorship and all that shit. Like, stop DMing people.
Keep going with that. It is the same. It's like, dude,
it's the same thing.
Stop DMing people.
It's too fucking easy. Why would anybody care that you took, like, you can just do it. It's so fucking easy. You're not going to stand out. You're probably not even going to be seen. Yeah. And you're annoying. Most likely you're annoying whoever's reading that message.
And there's a disconnect because usually the person running the social media isn't always the person that owns the brand, and they're just going to look at the message and be like, this is not my job.
Right.
You know, like it gets lost in the DMs. It's gone, you know? Yeah, it's insane nowadays, man. Same with skating, man. Like, same thing. Fill up a fucking Instagram. Fill up a YouTube. Create something. Do some stuff. Like, do the work that needs to be done, and then opportunity will come to you. That's
People
how
literally send you shit like, I can do back 180s, like 50-50 grinds on quarter pipes. Like, that's their resume or something.
Yeah.
It's like, dude.
I've seen it all, Goonan.
Yeah, it's fucking
good, bad,
nuts,
and
dude.
ugly.
Like, how did we... Granted, we didn't have the opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
So I just answered my own question, because if we had that when I was a kid, I probably would have done the same shit.
They would have been like, Goonan's such an asshole.
But at the same time, like, you know now that's not, that there's like other ways to do it and better ways to do it.
Depending on your age, for sure. Certain age, it's like, dude, just fucking... Little kids are going to do it regardless because they're little kids. They get excited. They see a kickflip. They like Wet Willie. They're going to send you every fucking thing they can, you know?
True.
And it's so hard when you manage any sort of social media because you have to gauge each circumstance as its own thing. Sometimes it's a grown dude who's out of their mind and just like telling you a list of tricks and asking you to sponsor. And then other times it's just a little kid and you don't want to shatter their dreams, you know? Just tough situation, man. But I would say build your own things. Fill up your own social media. Just like do it for the love, and then it'll be overwhelming, and people will come to you.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Because if you need something from a brand more than they need something from you, you're supposed to be working together. It's got to be mutual. So you got to build yourself up so you're valuable to someone that's like, hey, this dude's like been skating for a decade, and he does this and that, and people know him, and he has some notoriety, and like he shreds, and then the brand might be interested because there's a community behind him, or like, you know what I mean? It's not just like it's a working relationship, you know, to some degree. And it can't hurt to just like do that anyways. Build up your own shit. Do your own thing. Like, it's fun. It's awesome. That's the work that needs to be done. Seamus Jennings 06 writes, what is the best skate park in Maine in your opinion? Choo, 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 choo.
I've been to one park in Maine, I think, in York.
York, Maine?
It was not good.
No, so that's not it.
Yeah. Not the one in York.
There's a Portland, Maine park that I really like. We hit that twice on the way to Robstock.
I haven't been there.
It's pretty fun. I
The
think
new
there's
one?
It's like newish.
Oh no, I know what you're talking about. It's got like a weird 5-star rail.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's got like a bowl
I
and
know
some
a certain
A-frame setup.
douchebag who lives up there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn it. There's Lewiston Park too. That's pretty sick. It's a big concrete one. We hit that on like our first time going to Robstock. Kevin was killing it. It was a little too gnarly for my liking. It was a lot of big tranny, but it was still a sick park. But I'd say Portland, Maine so far is my favorite one.
Who wrote that? He should tell us. Is he
Jennings.
from there?
Yeah, Seamus Jennings.
What does he think?
Yeah. He also writes, what's your favorite skate park in California? It's all over the map, boys.
Yeah.
California?
Potrero.
Yeah, that's a sick one. Good answer, Goonan.
Yeah.
Did you go to it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Once.
Sick.
Yeah, that one's sick.
Yeah. I don't really have a favorite skate park in California. So there's that. Michelle Mazzoni says, why do you all knowingly break your damn boards? They cost me a lot of money on this lifetime.
Oh, we touched on it before. You lose your mind out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're out there, just like, you're beyond reason at that point.
Because like you can't get... I've done it... When I usually do it is because I know if I don't do that, I'm not going to stop, and I'm literally going to have a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just going to lose it. I start crying or
it's
like...
embarrassing.
Yeah,
it's way cooler just to
like,
stomp it and put yourself in timeout.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what it
Instead of,
is, dude.
snots and
You're
crying.
putting yourself in timeout.
It's like having a tantrum. And it's like breaking the board is like, all right, now I can't.
Your parents aren't there to like
break your board for you.
Put you in timeout.
Papa Goonan's not like, Goonan, you know what? Slap.
Yeah.
Go to your room.
Yeah.
It is. It's a bad tantrum because you've been trying and you're just not getting your way. I want the golden goose now, Daddy.
Yeah.
I want this backside flip now. It's like, no, you're not getting it. Break your board, sit down, shut the fuck up.
Yep. Did you ever do the one where you break it, and then you break the nose, and you break the tail, and you break the wheel wells?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's gratifying.
So good.
Yeah. That's Kevin's mom. I'm pretty sure I just asked that question. KK's mom.
Shit.
Choo, choo, choo. Shout out. I thank you. I personally thank you for buying those boards and spending all that money on Kevin, because skateboarding has definitely helped Kevin. And Kevin is an interesting, one-of-a-kind human who destroys it on a board. He's been so fun to watch. And
Agreed.
Yeah. And he's pro. So he's put those skateboards to good use, and he's earned himself a title. And you don't got to buy the boards no more.
Yeah.
Well, I think you bought his first model. So there's like supporting him, you know. But Kevin's got free boards now, so. But I get it, dude. As like thinking as a parent, it's probably so infuriating.
Yeah.
You look at skating, you're like, this is so
the
trivial.
shoes too, man.
Yeah. It's expensive. They're like skating your school shoes.
Yeah.
I never had school shoes.
I mean, I did at the beginning of the year, but they lasted like 3 months.
And you're like, yep. Will P. I wonder if I'm going to check the battery on the GoPro. This is the new setup, so I don't know how long this is going to last. Should be still going. Oh, we good. We got time.
Word.
All right. Moving forward. Will P16 writes, what made you guys want to get into skateboarding in the industry? That's a funny question.
Yeah.
Want me to take that one?
Why don't you take it?
You sit there and think about it for a little bit, bro. what made me want to get into skateboarding was the act of skateboarding because it's fun, right? And you see people do it, turns you on.
Turns me on.
Yep. And then get you revving, get you all wet. And then the industry, like...
Poison ivy.
The industry, I don't know what the industry is nowadays, but back in the day, I just wanted to get hooked up because I knew I'd be able to skate more.
Exactly.
If I didn't have to pay for everything all the time, I could work less and I could focus on pushing my skateboarding to where I dreamt it could go, you know?
Skate new spots.
Yeah, travel, like everything that comes with like having the freedom to like indulge in something you love that's artistic and like skateboarding, you know? So that's the only reason I ever wanted to get sponsored or be involved with the industry was because real life was coming. Yeah. And it's like, maybe I can let this fantasy go on a little bit longer, you know? I feel like more people should have the opportunity I had. I feel really fortunate and like kind of upset that more people can't do it because of life, you know? Like skateboarding to me is like something that...
Well, you have a choice. Like you can sacrifice for what you care about, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I just wish it didn't have to be so dire. Like, especially from the East Coast, it was like you had to move away from home for a long time. Yeah. Like, it was like, that was my choice. Like, all right, I guess I'm just going to leave high school, decide to go across the country, try to meet people.
Yeah, but if it was easy, I mean, that's why it's special. That's a part of why it's special, you know, because it's difficult and you have to work for it and all that.
Agreed.
If it was just, that's why it's like, well, not to get into a whole East Coast, West Coast thing.
Let's do it. I was talking to someone the other day. I was like, we should start that beef again just for funs.
It's because it's harder over here. It's like it stands out a little bit more. It's like I mean, we're biased because we're from here, but like
fucking A.
Yeah, yeah. Like,
it is, dude. It's harder. We got weather. We got like the mentality to fight against that blue collar mentality of go get a fucking job, kid.
Right. Yeah.
Like in California, it seems a little more open minded. It's sunny a lot times. Yep. Drugs and surfing. It's all been in culture for a long time. Out here, we got a lot of hardworking like. What seems like mechanics and plumbers, and their kid wants to go play with a skateboard.
Yep.
But it's changing. It's definitely changing.
Yeah, I mean, there's more skate parks here now than there ever has been.
It's more open-minded for sure. People are seeing it now.
Yeah. It's about to be in the Olympics, too.
Yeah.
So that's going to do something.
It's only every 4 years, though. That's my theory about skateboarding. Is the Olympics is it's only 4 years. Every 4 years. So it's like... people are gonna just want to skate all 4 years, and like more people are into skating because it's fun than it is like you'll have the competitive side, but like
I'm just saying like that whole like it being normalized, I guess, for like, you know, as before it was like, you know,
it was underground.
the main sports like football, those were like accepted.
Yeah.
Now like once it's in the Olympics, it becomes like part of popular culture, and yeah. So it's like parents might start to see that as like an avenue, just like they did basketball, or it might pop up in schools more. It already is, I think. Yeah,
I see skating like getting bigger and parents coming around to it, but I'm really hoping it's not just because of like some short-term thing, like my kid needs to get into the Olympics, but you never know. Like there's definitely those people, but like skateboarding helps people just with like developmental skills. It helps kids. It challenges them. It helps them learn to balance without holding on to anything. And like, it's a hard challenge.
A little sledge, little jab,
little dagger in the side. Sorry, scoot. Yeah, I'm always thinking it's because people are seeing the benefits that skating has for like what it's done to people. You know, like I meet so many healthy, happy people that can skate now.
Yeah.
And they work jobs and they just like go and there's a community and people meet up and they make videos, and you know, it's like there's so many awesome people that skateboard. Plumbers, electricians, fucking 9-to-5ers, box truck driver people, people with no jobs that aren't so awesome. Right? Some bummy ass people. Skateboarding's so big it encompasses everything.
Yeah.
The Olympics will like definitely it's showcased it to the whole world though. I've noticed that. Like it helps do that. What are you giraffing? Giraffing out there?
Giraffing.
Yeah, were you giraffing over there, bro?
Long neck.
The word industry makes me want to throw up a little bit in my mouth for some reason.
It does.
I feel like we are the industry. Like skaters should be the industry. The industry should be like skateboarders, like building their own shit, doing their own thing. Like, because skateboarders can showcase it better than anyone else, you know? Like, that should be the industry. But when you use the word industry, it just sounds so much like some bunch of fucking people that don't skate doing it.
Right, yeah.
I don't know why. Jessmin, I'm gonna butcher your name. Sorry. Will you guys ever get a 9.0 shape going? Possibly. 9 inches wide. I mean, I'll see if I can get my hands on some 9-inch decks. But is that like a common thing? People got that? That seems so big, dude.
Yeah, I mean, a standard sheeted grip is like 9x33.
What's the biggest you've ever skated?
I tried to skate an 8.5 once out of like desperation. I just didn't have anything else, and it was not good.
No.
Yeah, I can't do it.
I think the biggest I did was 8.3. 8.5 seems way big. All right, Rough Song. This is my homie Mason. He says, what's your favorite outdoor skate park and favorite city to street skate?
Favorite outdoor skate park? That changes too. That like right now I'm having fun at Plymouth Park.
Yeah.
But
it's nice too because that's like your local, or was your local.
Be skating in the driveway pretty soon.
It's big ass driveway we got.
I was looking at it. Yeah, just a little flat ground.
And people already want us to do a Plainville Park, so
that's right.
We have to figure that one out too. Talk to the town.
Favorite city?
Street skating.
I like Providence.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
And New Bedford, believe it or not.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
There's so much shit there.
Yeah, it's like you wouldn't think of it necessarily as like people don't go there to skate, you know?
Yeah.
But there's some shit.
Definitely. I brought Kevin Phelps game one time and shredded with me, and he filmed so many clips.
Yeah.
He hit so many spots. I was like, dude, more people should come hit New Bedford for sure. But yeah, it's not Boston or Providence. Like when you think about going to a city, you think like, oh, I'll go to Boston or Providence.
Yeah.
Providence is endless though.
And there's like still so much shit in Providence that like nobody's skated.
Yeah.
You know? Whereas Boston, I mean there's still new spots in Boston, but
it's ever changing.
Right. Oh, New York City.
Of course. Yeah, you definitely like New York. Every time I go to New York, you seem to get like footage and
that place is awesome.
You seem like you're meant for New York City. I
mean, if you skateboard on the East Coast, like, and you can't not fucking be in heaven in that place.
Yeah. Outdoor skate park. There's so many nowadays, which is such a blessing, but there's so many. It's hard to pick one because they're all so different too. I would really like the one that they just built up near Boston. God, I'm not going to remember what city it is. It's big.
Big.
It's really big.
Oh, Hyde Park?
Hyde Park, yeah.
I still haven't been there.
Dude, that one's super fun.
It looks it.
Yeah, that one I had a blast at. I don't know if it's my favorite, but that's just shout out to that. Kevin wants to know, why is Gator out of prison? Is he?
Who?
Gator.
Who's that?
Like the famous skater, Gator.
I don't even know who that is.
He went to prison for like murder. Gator, skateboarder, murder. Google typed it in. Mark Rogowski. I think that's how you pronounce it.
I don't think that's how you pronounce it.
Rogowski. Rogowski. Wikipedia says he was born August 10th, 1966. Is an American.
One day after me.
Dang. Is an American former professional skateboarder who was convicted of murder. He was mainly prominent in the 80s and early 90s. His career ended when he pled guilty for assaulting, raping, and murdering Jessica Bergstein in 1992. His life was chronicled in a critically acclaimed 2003 documentary titled Stoked, The Rise and Fall of Gator by American filmmaker Helen Stickler. I had no idea he was out of jail.
I never even heard of him, dude.
He's out. He's probably out of jail because he did his time, right? They gave him. I'm surprised he didn't get life if he did that. But wait,
30? Well, a life sentence I think is like, isn't it like 25 years or something? It's just like some. That's why you can get like fucking 3. You have to serve like 3 consecutive life sentences or whatever.
This says 31-year prison sentence, 6 years for forcible rape, and 25 years to life for the first-degree murder charges to be served consecutively. That was
25 to life. So he just got the 25, I guess.
Let's see if...
He must have been a little fucking... He's like really good, so they let him out. If you fucking murder and rape somebody, though, you should never get out of jail.
That sounds so brutal. It sounds like they should have just like put him down. I don't know if they do that legally, but I don't know if there's like repairing from that. It sounds so brutal. But
I mean, you might be... I'm sure he regrets it and all that, but it's like, yeah, like you fucked up too big. You
took a life, yeah.
You raped and you murdered?
It's brutal. Here we go. I found something. Former skateboard superstar convicted in rape and murder case found suitable for parole. Damn that! Look at him. He looks like someone's like grandpa. The finding that the 53-year-old was suitable for release was third try for Mark Gator, Anthony Rogowski, who had admitted killing. The 1991 attack on the 22-year-old model in Carlsbad was particularly brutal. Jessica was beaten with a metal bar into semi-consciousness. She was raped repeatedly, then stuffed into a surfboard bag and suffocated so neighbors wouldn't hear her screams. The killer, 24 years old, Gator, was a star in skateboarding world in the 80s. He had toured internationally and been on MTV. He'd even shot a television commercial hours before ambushing Bergstein, slamming down a steering wheel lock into her skull.
Dude, what the...
28 years later, Gator is a graying prison inmate. On Tuesday, he was recommended for parole. The finding that the 53-year-old was suitable for release came on the third try for Gator, who long ago admitted killing a friend of his girlfriend in Carlsbad condo. His previous bids for parole were denied in 2011, 2016.
Dude, I bet he pulled a red from Shawshank.
What's that?
And like on the third try, he's just like, the first couple tries, he's like, oh yeah, I've changed. Like, I'm a new man. And the last time, he's just like, I don't give a shit. Like, wow. Go ahead and stamp your thing. You're not going to let me out, whatever. Like,
that's only happens in movies. It only happens in movies. That's why it's in a movie, because it doesn't happen.
Dude, have you ever seen that movie?
It's been a long time.
Dude.
I gotta watch it, is what you're saying?
It's my favorite movie.
Oh, God. Sick. All right. That's good to know.
Anyway, I was thinking of something else, though.
So he just gave up.
Oh, I wonder if, like, the prisons are, like, overcrowded, if that has something to do with it, too.
Yeah.
Because they do that. They just...
release people.
Let this old prick go, you know?
Definitely a prick. You can say that.
Yeah, that's so fucked up, dude.
Yeah, that sounds beyond repair.
Not a crime of passion, like, you're just a rapist.
Yeah. Brutal. I don't know why.
Violent. Yeah, what the fuck? I
don't know why he's out of prison.
Thanks for that, Kev.
Yeah. I don't know why he's out of prison. It's brutal, though. That's crazy that's a skateboarder that happened to. Lawrence Clayton, can we discuss the front overcrook nose grind debate? I personally think overcrooks are only backside because a front overcrook is actually easier than a straight nose grind. What do you think? Do you care? How do you feel?
I've thought about this and talked about it before. I just think, like, I think a frontside overcrook just sounds dumb. You know?
That's the best thing I've ever heard.
A backside overcrook sounds like a cool trick.
Yeah.
And you picture it, it looks cool, but like, I don't know, frontside, yeah, it's just...
So what you're saying is, doesn't matter which one it is?
And also, a nose grind and an overcrook frontside are very similar. Like, it's, if you can do one, you can do the other.
Yeah.
But backside, if you can back nose grind, you can't necessarily back overcrook.
Yeah, true.
So there's that.
So if you do a backside nose grind on a round bar...
That's the other thing, too. Like, nobody frontside nose grinds a round bar or backside.
No, it's always pinched.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's all
So that's kind of an argument.
But you can definitely do one on a box. You can do both.
And you can do it on a round bar. I mean, you can back 5-0 and front 5-0 straight.
Yeah.
So it can be done, just no one does it.
Yeah. I think it's one of those things that does not fucking matter.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
It doesn't.
But like I don't say front side over crook.
Never.
But I do say it backside.
I do too.
So.
Hell yeah. Who was the best local from the skate shop during the time it was open? Some heavy hitters. That would be Mr. Brandon Westgate. The skate shop. Do you ever go there and wear him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Him and you. John Pierre, Ryan McLee.
Ooh, McLee was ripping.
Travis.
Yep. Those are the lokes. Hathaway.
Tim.
Oh, Gay Tim.
Yep. Yeah, Hathaway.
He's not gay, but that was his nickname.
Rory
was reckless.
Yeah.
He was entertaining. He was always scary to watch because he was kind of just sending.
Dude, I watched him fucking hit his head so hard one day, putting the flat bar on top of a quarter pipe and trying to launch out and stall it.
I think I remember this.
Oh my god.
It was just like too much. You're like, bro, I can't handle this.
Yeah, that place was awesome.
It was just like reckless. You could just, it was slippery in there. Everything was so
low
small.
ceiling.
Yeah. It's a tanning salon now.
Yeah.
Who, in your opinion, has the cleanest no complies? I'm a huge fan of Ray Barbie now. That's what he's saying. Patrick Berry.
I don't know.
They killed no complies for me. The internet did.
Yeah, they kind of did.
There's probably so many people good at no complies.
Like straight up no comply?
That's probably Ray Barbie, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Not many people really do those. They're so hard.
The internet killed the no comply star.
You're right.
Sorry.
Yeah. Might as well be a body burial.
At this point, bro. At this point. It sucks. Every time I make fun of something, someone does it that I like. And I'm like,
yeah, I know. There's definitely like that guy on Huff, Kevin Turpening or whatever. I don't know how to say his name. He did a straight no comply over a picnic table, which is pretty fucked up.
It's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, that's all the questions from the interweb. That was those were questions from All I Need Skate on Instagram and Facebook. So make sure to follow us on those platforms. And we're going to ask questions every episode. We might not always answer them, but send them in. We're good, you know? Yeah, I think we covered it all. We're good? Anything else?
That was fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Thanks for helping out.
You look good in your shirt.
Thanks. I'm trying to church up for the podcast a little bit just because we have the video. So I just want to feel like I'm looking good. Looking good is feeling good, you know?
Yeah.
I'm really stoked the podcast is going on again, though.
Yeah, me too.
I missed it.